Hello, everybody, and welcome to saveVSgames presents Curse of Strahd, Candle in a Thunderstorm, Session 14. Can you believe it? And as the thunder cracks outside, we welcome our players back again. How is everybody doing?
Scree!
Excellent.
Up until
Doing great.
Aside from the dragon, the gargantuan dragon in front of you.
What dragon?
Scree!
Yeah, exactly. So, as Wenny sits inside this church, this old cathedral, safe from the onslaught outside, slightly oblivious to what's going on, but not entirely. I think because he was behind the door trying to get in when the dragon was summoned, I believe, and so
Correct.
yeah, he ended up gets a nice little view out the window here, but other than that, he is in this chapel, in this cathedral, staring at what looks to be a burning of a circle surrounding a pile of bones that do not appear to be human. They are definitely some sort of animal or a large beast of some kind. Assuming you've put two and two together, you can imagine that these are, in fact, the bones of the dragon Argynvost. And so, as you watch them burn, they're not really burning. They're basically, it looks like it's trying to burn them, and they're resisting the effect of this burning. The corners of this room are pitch dark, and the room is like 30 feet tall. There's a staircase on either side that goes to the next floor, and there is a altar there with not much really on it. Outside, however, there's a lot going on, and so in the midst of this battle, Vladimir Horngard, the now Death Knight, has taken a vow to make Strahd suffer as long as possible. His previous vow was to protect the valley, to protect the innocents here. He has broken his oath's original to what his essence was. His hatred for Strahd has brought back the knights, and now with the knights, essentially some of them opposing his will slightly because of the incidents that the party coming through this area before, they ended up having a confrontation with Vladimir and his knights, and that swayed the balance of things that were on the edge of a precarious balance of evil happening in this palace before they came. And so with Vladimir's in possession of a magical artifact which the party previously stole. This artifact was said to be foretold by Madame Ava to be a powerful weapon against Strahd. And Vladimir was protecting it with all of his power, with all of his oath, to make sure that Strahd would suffer, to ensure that no one would ever be able to kill him, because then Strahd would essentially always be stuck here. And Vladimir knows that that's probably the worst fate for Strahd right now. At least he is enjoying the suffering that Strahd has been inflicted on throughout the ages. And now that this knife is gone, this hilt of the sword has been stolen by Mira, and now Midnight is in possession of it, Vladimir went on a downward spiral. He revealed to you last session that he has killed all of his knights again today. And you've finally shown up. Been waiting for you. This might not have been the first day that he slaughtered his entire knighthood order, and he now waited for you in this tomb, hoping that you would come by. potentially laying a trap for you, hopefully. And you stumbled upon his location in the tomb there, got in, and realized that he, in fact, was waiting for you. When he touched the skull, he sort of activated it in a way. And the skull then reacted to that. This presence, the tomb, this location, Midnight with her divine presence, glowing with this radiance that, with mist basically revolving around her like she's somewhat of a cloud with sunbursts coming through. And the dragon that has summoned itself in this position from the skull is now imposing its shadowy presence upon that, but the light is battling against that, and the two of them, the shadows sizzle away in the light. So I guess that's as good a place as any to pick things up. And
now everyone roll on the Wild Surge table.
And because of our community involvement last time, and I want to say thanks as well. I just realized that I never even thanked her. Angel Devilson, I realized 5 subs. That's pretty awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And everybody who's been subscribing for this whole time, I really appreciate it. It's once in a while I get this like nice little hey thanks thing in the mail, and I'm like, oh wow, cool. I am streaming, that's right. And every few months I'm reminded of it, and it's kind of nice actually. So thank you for everybody who's been doing that all along, and those of you who've done it once in a while, thank you so much. Other than that, we're just doing this for the fun of it, and I really, anything like that happens is kind of an interesting bonus. So all right, that being said, the community asked for it. Wild Magic Surge time. This is the final Wild Magic Surge round. Through this combat, before your turn, you will be rolling on the Wild Magic Surge table. And so, Groza.
Your turn.
Oh, it's my turn already. Okay, here we go.
Can
Make sure
Groza
you
just roll
unpause
for
it.
all of us?
No, it could be five
You
fireballs.
may not want that.
It could be 5 fireballs, Jen. You don't want that. I don't want
Number
that.
92.
Yo. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Wow.
If
So
you die within the next
I
minute,
told
come
you guys,
back
this is
by
going to be
reincarnate.
fine.
You know what this means, man. Leroy Jenkins, you got to do it.
Leroy Sword.
I already got my turn figured out now.
But doesn't reincarnate make you come back as like a child?
No, it makes you come
Birth?
back as a random race.
Oh, random race.
Let me be an Aarakocra.
No. He's gonna be
This is how we get
racist.
Grim's character back.
Hi, Grim. Anyways, okay. So Groza, this dragon has appeared in front of you recently. Your dancing longsword is trying to swipe away at some of this shadowy substance dripping off of it. Vladimir stands there behind a giant constrictor snake between you and him. He's standing in front of the tomb door. Oh.
Here we go.
Perfect. All right, so let's see. Why am I badly injured?
Because did you revert your HP back correctly?
Oh, my max HP might not be set right. That's why. But that's okay. I'm at the right level. So I'm going to go ahead and slip into a Frenzy Rage.
And go bonk a man.
Right, so your max HP should be 125, right?
That's correct.
Groza's not badly injured anymore.
Barely. Just like me, barely.
Okay, so you sneak around to the side of Vladimir, and he's looking ragged. He's trying to find an escape route almost, and thinking damn it, why didn't they fall for it? Shit.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
So Groza's pupils just disappear and they just bloodshot out as he goes into a frenzy. And I'm going to make a reckless attack.
Advantage.
everyone.
He will try to parry it. 31? No. He missed.
13 slashing.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
So as he like lifts up his sword, as he lifts up his hammer, I literally want to cut through his hand, and then just like down his face, like down to his like the top of his armor.
Okay. Yeah, he is utterly destroyed by this greatsword as it slides through all
Just
of this.
lumberjack this dude like a fucking like firewood log.
Exactly.
The shadowy maul falls to the ground, and the shadows dissipate off of it. And his helm, you notice, starts to flicker a little bit. His eyes begin to dim as what's left of him falls over, and that is the end of Vladimir Horngard.
Scooch him out the way somewhere, probably.
Yeah, because I want to take his space as well. So I want to pick up the helmet.
Attack.
Yeah, okay.
I want to pick up the helmet and throw it into Midnight's aura.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like toss it at her feet.
Like a bonus action or second attack?
Well, no, the second attack's going to go at the dragon.
Okay. I'll give you a bonus action to toss the helmet over to Midnight.
Okay, well,
Midnight,
yeah, I'll use my bonus action attack.
Make a
I'll
perception
use my bonus
check.
action attack for that.
Okay, let me get my skills. Perception. Normal.
Okay, you see it. Make a dexterity save.
Dexterity save?
Yeah, see if you can catch this thing.
I thought I was just rolling it at my aura.
Oh, rolling it at your aura. Okay.
Yeah, just like
he said he was
landing
putting
it
it in-
at her feet.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's just putting it in the aura. He wasn't meaning for me to catch it, I
Okay.
believe. If I'm interpreting that correctly.
just
Yeah,
making
not
sure.
to catch it, just to roll it and just like, there you go. And
So
Get
this
into
thing-
the light.
Clunk, 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 and you notice this helmet falls at your feet.
and my second reckless attack at the dragon.
Yay!
Yeah, that's a hit.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
14 slashing.
Okay. And it takes the 14 from your magical
And-
greatsword.
Yeah, and my frenzy attack, that's what I'll use to throw the helmet towards Midnight. So that's it for me.
It just like it definitely felt that, and it kind of like turns towards you slightly, and you can see it's about to like posture, try to intimidate you and do something.
It's about to square up.
It's about to square up. Midnight,
Hey,
you are
let's see how I roll on
glowing,
this
radiant,
table.
glowing. Definitely
Roll.
surging with magic of a wild nature right now.
How do I roll on this table? I
You
see
go
the
to
dice.
thing, and then you click
Oh,
roll
press
on the
roll
bottom.
button. Okay, there I go. What did I roll? How are you going to decide that one, Greg?
Okay, so Groza.
Within 60 feet of me becomes poisoned for
Shadow.
4 for 1d4 hours.
Snake, you, Wenny, Cassius, and Avery. Okay, so top to bottom, sort of, and left to right are 1d7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. eight.
Poison the dragon!
6.
Who's 6?
Cassius.
Oh no! He's got
You
radiant
feel
sickness.
a strange sensation hit you. As all of a sudden, out of Midnight's aura, this little magic missile comes and smashes into your chest with this poisonous mist that flies all around you.
Oh no!
Okay. That's weird.
It could have been worse.
It could have been way worse. It could have been the fireball. I'm sorry. The dice hate me. Okay, so I am flanking with Groza, I believe. So time to smack a dragon. Assuming everything is still as it was left. Attack, advantage.
That's gonna hit.
So damage with a smite added onto it, mind you.
Okay.
Just to test something. Does this creature count as an undead or a fiend for damage purposes?
It does count as undead.
Would that fall under the other formula button, or would I just need to roll the extra number?
To be honest, I'm not sure if it's set up right for that, so you can try it.
I'll just do damage. I don't want to.
Give the other formula a shot, and then
I'll see if it's got the dice correct. Yeah, that looks correct. Yeah.
I thought so.
So 18 extra radiant. Yeah, it's right.
Okay, so 14 plus 18.
And as part of my attack action, since I'm wielding the Sword of Parans, I can have Groza smack again.
On it.
And I still have one more of my own attacks.
Okay.
I'll let him go first.
Do we have flanking advantage?
We should. Because I can draw a line straight to you to me.
Yeah, you guys are.
That's a nat 20.
Heck yeah. Well done, sir.
37 points of slashing damage.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. And then I'll do mine.
It starts to recoil up and grow in size slightly.
I also crit.
What?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Which means I can crit smite.
I don't see anything.
It was above Rose's. Because I told him to roll first while I already had the thing clicked. Let me get my crit smite out here.
I see it.
So that should be a 66 of radiant extra. I'll just custom roll that.
I can't count that high.
Roll 66. 21 extra radiant. I'll mark off the spell slot for that one manually.
What?
Because I believe it normal 5e it crits. Your divine smite crits when you crit.
Yeah, but why would you roll d6s?
Is it d6s? Is it d8 or is it d8s? My brain has forgotten.
It's D8.
Let me re-roll that again.
You can do that.
Sorry. My brain has been frazzled from Elden Ring.
Make sure you use your spell slot.
I did.
Okay.
A little less, but it's fine. I have that one marked off.
Wow, that you guys are just chewing up this thing with the. Okay.
We got lucky.
So that's your 2 attacks.
Yeah, if I can, I was gonna also at the end of that yell out to Winnie, since he's been yelling, "Get the skull inside." I'll just shout out, it's turned into a dragon, Winnie. We can't.
Coming,
as I'm like, when I'm like just hitting this thing, screaming in Draconic, "Turn back, damn you!"
Awesome.
Acknowledged.
As I'm just smacking it.
Okay, so did you have a bonus action then, or no?
No.
Okay. So let me see if this works.
I hope it doesn't work. For my safety, I hope.
No, that doesn't work. Okay, so doop-a-doo. What's the DC?
That doesn't sound good.
Dice.
Rosa, make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
Oh.
15.
fails.
So as you are hitting into it, Midnight, it's definitely like facing on against your onslaught here, and then Groza takes a swing as you give him the reaction use, and with the sword of the parents, and the dragon reacts by just looking down at Groza for a moment, and as it did, this like shadowy spores or like worms almost of shadow, you can see them like moving around and all around you in front of your face and everything, and they thin out and they become like hairs almost and swim around and then disappear and reappear all around you. And then you feel like your vision starts to go black, and all you see is these giant worms. They get bigger and bigger, and then all the light is gone. You are blinded.
Oh no.
Does it matter much to a barbarian? Probably not.
Now it's the skull's turn.
It's not very considerate.
No, it's not. It's gonna do some murder.
It's going to...
There's like 3 things for it to smack within range.
It's going to smack its tail into Midnight's face.
Please no. No, it doesn't.
And it
It rolled
misses you.
bad.
It recoils from the light at the last second when it looks to where to hit you, and it blinks away from it and misses. So then it will
Try
make
everything else.
Yeah. It will make a claw attack at you.
Okay. Ow.
That one will hit.
Yeah.
As the claws rake across your armor, you feel like the armor that's been almost impenetrable for so long just... It looks like nothing happens at first, and then it tears open as these black tendrils of shadow spew out of you. And you take 12 slashing damage.
Damage. I think that you targeted the dragon, Greg.
Targeted the dragon.
I think it's because you spawned it and I was still in the space. Do you think my character to move out of it?
But I clicked... No, it's fine. It's big.
Okay.
I can... Yeah, it's good. And then its last attack, it's going to bite down on your head, trying to engulf you with its mouth, a shadowy maw.
I'm not a pistachio, sir.
And it misses. It recoils so angrily. All of a sudden... Oh, wait, you can't see on the stream. All of a sudden, it kind of stands up like it's about to fly away in a way, but then it looks at everybody else, sort of, right? Up until now, it's just been looking at you and the shining light in front of it, like a deer in the headlights almost.
But then it realized there's other people.
Yeah, it looks around and it's like, so you've condemned them all to death, then? Fine, so be it.
Who said that? I can't see.
Dragon.
Alright, I was about to say, Midnight, your voice got really low there for a second.
Avery, seeing all this go on over there, you can see in the door there are a burning bone pile there. Your friend, or Cassius, standing there on the stairs with you, just got hit with some kind of a weird missile. Roll on the Wild Magic Surge table, please. As your bracers start to flicker for a moment.
Yes, girl. Yes, yes, queen.
Okay, roll a d4. Pick a target.
Oh.
We got one target now. How many
Roll
magic
a
missiles
D4.
is 5th
Magic
level?
missile.
How many is that? Because it's 3 base, and is it 1 extra for each level passed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So how many is that? My brain does not use that spell often enough to know. So it's That's 3.
This was first level, so 4. So an extra 4.
I think it's 7.
7 total.
7.
So roll a d4, and we add 1 to that, and
Why?
then multiply by 7.
So, D4 plus 1.
Times 7. 7 bolts, all with...
That should make some decent damage.
So 14 magic missile damage, I'm assuming at the dragon. As the wild magic.
But I feel like I should be able to roll each die. Okay, times 7, whatever.
It doesn't really work like that, but if, like... I guess if you really want to, you can.
It's
I'm not
fine.
gonna...
She's still got pew pew she can do, and the Snocky.
All these 7 bolts start... You look down at your bracers. And after Cassius gets hit by this green bolt of energy, you see your Midnight and Groza chopping away at this thing. Groza seems to, like, look around. Who said that? And then your arms start to sparkle, and then... Pshoo, 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 from out of your hands. These 7 magic missiles shoot out, smack into the dragon.
Benny is in this room?
When he's in the room, you saw him go in there, yeah. In the cathedral.
And you heard me shout, "Coming, mother," to Midnight when she requested my presence.
Oh, I know you're on the way out. Okay.
Come
All
on,
right.
mother.
So if I know that Winnie is on the way out, I am actually going to hold my action. To hold using my bracers against the dragon until after my boa tries to attempt to grapple the dragon again.
Okay. I believe you can do that because it's got
Action.
after you or before you. It's got initiative, right?
Yeah.
No, it
See
rolled
initiative
initiative. Isn't it?
anywhere. Yeah, it rolled its initiative.
So it's
I
like
think it went
3
after me.
people later on the initiative order. So you want to hold your action until after the snake goes, you're saying?
Yeah, because its command was to try to grapple this dragon. So if that happens, then I can use my daggers at an advantage.
Okay, so you're going to
If
hold
not-
your daggers.
If not, well, turn.
Your daggers are daggers, so they have to be within 20 feet to have not disadvantage. If you're throwing them.
How far would you have to be?
Because they have a range
You're
of
gonna have
20,
to-
60.
You have to be at least here at the foot of the staircase.
Yeah, so if you want to run down the stairs, you can hold your action until the snake goes. And get that effect.
There. But it was just if I was over 60 feet, it would be a disadvantage.
20 feet.
Past 60 feet, it's impossible.
Okay. Okay, then yeah. Is there a way that I can just like jump down here and still be able to use this wall as like half cover?
Not really from the dragon, no. It can see you when you were on there. Full view.
All of us. And
If you're hitting walls or something, I can move you if you want.
yeah, I am.
Yeah, she might be considered not on the staircase. It was just probably behind it, I guess.
Gotcha.
And then I will use my bonus action to do the hunter's mark on the dragon, and that'll.
Okay.
My turn for now.
Target on it. All right. So Cassius, before your turn, midnight.
I heard a thing.
Did I just do it with no DC? Hold on, don't do that one.
Okay, I won't touch. No touchy.
I didn't put a DC in, so it's kind of like there's no pass or fail.
That'd be great if there was no pass or fail.
I think that's right.
I have no idea. Let's
Those
roll.
same shadows that hit Groza start to surround your face.
Of course, I rolled terribly.
And you are also blinded.
No.
It's fine.
I don't need no advantage to hit.
Okay. Cassius.
What's the effect of the poison?
The poison condition.
Okay.
It ends in after 2 of your turns. The end of your next, not next turn, but the next one after that.
Don't forget the table.
I'll do the table first.
No, he didn't.
What? You must shout when you speak. Not terrible.
And it was me too.
That's
Okay.
amazing. So you get hit with this green bolt in the chest.
Yeah. No, I
And then
can't.
he's stuck screaming. No, he's just screaming and doesn't
you
know
just-
why.
You just sound like
Use some
Andy
action.
Samberg the entire
Go over
time.
here. I'm going to target the dragon. So I can get the target to work.
Dang.
What was that? We couldn't hear you.
I can't get the target to work.
Have you tried double clicking?
Oh no.
Are you not
There you go.
entertained,
It's working
Rich?
now.
Are you not entertained?
And I'm going to attack with my dagger.
With your what?
My dagger.
You guys are blind.
Oh, someone's
use the
really
disadvantage,
upsetting
right?
Cassius. I can hear him.
not deaf.
I have to do this at disadvantage, right?
Pardon?
Do I have to do this at disadvantage, Greg?
I think you're far enough away that you are, yeah.
No, I'm poisoned.
Oh yeah, that too.
Poisoned.
Poison!
Yes.
Are
Yes.
you not entertained? Still hits anyway!
Oh wow.
It's just that good.
Cassius, I can't hear you. It's too dark.
Oh yeah, I have a thing I can fix this.
I'm gonna kill him.
And I'm going to sneak attack.
Watch out from a sneak.
Okay.
Psychic damage, then sneak damage.
So the blade hits it
Okay, you do
and
a 97.
gets it in a spot it does not enjoy having a blade. Right up in between the ribs of this dragon, this blade just sneaks through and comes right out the back.
Oh.
And after that, it disappears because it's a psychic dagger, Greg.
Do you regret this now, Greg?
It's only for the
I'll
next
use the rest
minute.
of my movement to go to the back and hide again.
Does that
And that's
say?
going to end my turn.
Does that
I
say
enjoy this way
in
too
combat
much.
minute or just minute?
The rest of the game.
I enjoy this too much.
Okay. Okay.
And what was in that tea of his?
That's amazing.
So much honey, it just lubed up his throat to where he just only screams now.
That's what she said.
Okay, Cassius. Good go.
Winnie, please, end this man.
Wenny, you're inside the church here.
I am.
Looking around, bones burning behind you. What do you want to do?
Well, for those who are listening carefully, for the quiet sanctity of the chapel, you might hear sound of a cork being pulled from a flask. And then,
Sip.
suddenly, the effects of a wild magic burst are felt.
Huh.
Okay. Worse things have happened.
Okay.
That's true. That one's not bad. No one's exploded yet.
So just chill
We
there
need no
for a
vaping
second.
in the church.
Chill there for 1 second.
Okay.
Ooh, he got the fog cloud thingy.
Now it's like a rave in here.
Not put it over my aura, then that's a real rave.
What?
Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Something happened.
That's going to be inconvenient.
So that's
Now
where
it's
about
even
Windows.
darker.
So you can't really see much right now, Wenny? You're obscured in this cloud
Yeah,
of
so I
fog.
know there's a window up here. I'm going to run to this window. And in one move, I'm going to kick the window out and then use my springing and striding, that was 5 feet, to move.
Behind the dragon.
Okay,
where
give
do you
me a
'Cause that's
acrobatics
somewhere.
check to see if the window comes out. 'Cause it's not really
I
hard.
believe.
It's an old window, but getting your foot in the right spot to not lose movement or anything like that.
Yeah. Where do I need to be? Let's see.
It might be
You
hard to
could be
jump through a
anywhere
window.
Back-
I can do
Yeah,
that for you.
acrobatics. I
like
got you.
this back line back here, you could probably fit and have flanking. If that's what you're trying.
That is exactly the DC you needed. So you kick through the window.
Okay.
Or you could
So
be in
I
this
kick
back
through the
corner.
window and I shout, "Hey, you guys!"
Hey.
And
Ew.
and I'm going
Swinny.
to jump and put me.
Because
Can I
that back
get to where I can
corner.
get some flanking for?
I think that back
you can
corner
flank with Groza right now.
or yeah,
Yeah, I'll jump
Right.
down.
there or the back corner.
So that would be 5, 10, 15 feet of movement to get there.
Yep. And the jump out didn't cost you anything. You landed on your feet.
Okay, and I am going to target this big.
Mama Jama.
So that is I'll draw my rapier and make my attack. Why do you not let me attack from there?
I believe in you, Annie.
Oh, there it is. It's an attack.
I believe this
The
thing will die
advantage.
soon.
That is a 25 to hit, please, sir.
That's gonna hit.
And I'm also going to drop a fair amount of
Jeez.
sneak attack in there.
Ooh.
That's another 17 piercing from a magical weapon.
That's a fair amount.
Okay, so that was... You know what? I'm going to stick it out. Davin, you ready?
Poke.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Oh,
that should have been...
almost.
That should have been...
Finally, you stab something with it.
Finally, Davin gets fed.
Yes.
That tastes terrible. That's not blood.
You are the pickiest dagger I've ever met. Okay, that was my movement, my action, my bonus, and my Goonies reference. I got it all in.
Nice. And nobody died
Goonies
to
never
wild
say
magic
die.
surges.
Woo!
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, but after your turn,
Snake.
you are going to have to make
Con save. You're close
wisdom
enough for the
saving
bonus.
throw.
The wisdom is for which?
I'm going to give you a doop, 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 doop in the chat window.
Whatever you roll, you should add a +4 to it because you were close enough for the aura.
Okay.
That's true.
Is this something that my gnome cunning would negate?
Not needed.
You didn't need it.
No, but that 27 will.
The gnome cunning.
It makes me
Big Brian.
That's for intelligence.
I have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
Okay, yeah, that would do it. Yeah. That
Okay,
would give
I
you
don't need it.
advantage. Okay.
Just out of curiosity, what did I shrug off, or what did I sense?
It was like
That happened.
the same things that are gathered around Midnight's face. They were trying to gather
okay.
around you as well.
I
Similar
don't
thing.
like that. Yeah.
Shadowy something. So the giant constrictor snake.
Can I action surge?
You sure can.
I'm
Do
gonna do that.
it. More damage.
Sweet. It's a normal hit.
Action surge 1.
It's a disappointing action surge. Okay, that is my turn.
What'd you do with your action?
You don't have to roll for an action surge.
Yeah, action surge just happens. You get a free action.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for that.
What did you roll? 1.
Oh, I don't know. It just rolled a 1. Okay, so then I'm going to. First time I've ever done that. Okay, I'm going to attack with my rapier.
Okay.
Because it was like, that's strange. Did you roll?
You said
roll,
1 and I'm done. I was like, oh.
That's a hit.
Smack it in the booty.
Damage you.
Oh.
Oh, come on. It's another 5 piercing.
We just need Groza to recklessly smack something.
The dragon is
That's all we need.
surrounded by everybody. 2 of them blinded right now.
I can fix that.
Giant
I don't know if I want to.
snake gets to go now.
Gonna try to constrict.
Honestly, I thought you guys would be a little more messed up by now, but
No, we're
That's
doing
some
I got
good
this
rolls.
rejuvenation, or I got the reincarnate spell on me. I'm like, kill me, do it.
And I just brought negative effects onto other people that weren't me.
Well, that didn't work. Okay.
but
Well,
you still
right, well-
loose your daggers though after your snake attempts.
Yeah.
So
You still get a
I'm
good
not
hit.
sure. I'm gonna have to go back in the initiative if you want me to. Just roll d20s, okay? And then we'll add your modifier to it.
Should be like what, D20 plus mod plus 1?
You've got a +8, so it's a +9. That's a hit. And you've got it targeted as well, and that's the second hit. So the D4s. I guess 2 D4s. +6.
Yeah.
Plus. So 2d4 plus 8. Four and 8, 12. 12 damage plus your mark on each one would be 2 more D. What is it? D6s or D8s?
It is D. I believe it's D6, but it's only 1.
Only once per
An
turn.
extra D6.
12 plus another d6. Dagger damage.
Ooh, it's getting spicy.
All right. This isn't what it had signed up for as a giant snake, or a giant dragon. This is a lot of melee coming at it.
It signed up for a beating.
Planned on.
I told it I wouldn't give up. Now look at it.
If I had tailored it to just make melee hard, then would another thing. But it's not done like that. Kind of balanced.
Greg, on my character sheet, can you drop my strength from 25 to 22?
Oh, right. No problem there.
So since he's blinded, but he's also raging and flanking, it would just be a normal roll for him, right?
Yeah, it'd be straight roll.
Yeah. But I'm frenzy, so that's 3 attacks.
Yeah, that's... Just smack that motherfucker. Smack him.
Just no 20s. Just no 20s.
Nat 20s, nat 20s.
Yeah, that's a hit.
10, 20s.
That's 15 slashing.
Okay.
Finish him. Another hit.
That's another hit. 16 more.
And then one more.
Wow. You guys are making short work of the shadow.
We do not want to die today, Greg.
Apparently.
The 12.
Jeez.
Is it still living?
Yeah, it's still here.
I want to make sure it doesn't.
So
Isn't
Groza is
missing.
blind, so he didn't hear the big dragon move, so he's just swinging in front of him.
The dragon was gonna move, but I thought
Did I
being
do
blind
it?
might
Is it
help.
dead?
So you're taking
You're doing
chunks,
good, Rosa.
like cutting the shadow, and as it is reforming, but it's like taking a second and stumbling slightly, and the skull shifts around uneasily.
Having
There
its
are no
marbles rattled.
bones. There are no bones
just-
holding this thing together, so it's just
There's
puffs.
just one.
It's like puffs of smoke holding this whole thing together, right?
Yeah.
Midnight, why do you sound like Winnie right now?
Okay, since I'm flanking, it'll just
Don't
be at
worry about it.
normal. Make sure I actually target this thing.
Cassius, why do you sound like Batman?
This is my voice.
Sword of the Parents at just normal.
Damn it.
Damage.
You can't miss.
I don't wanna.
That's a hit.
I'm gonna smite it.
I felt like that was coming.
I have spell slots, Greg. I'm gonna use them. Other formula.
Oh, jeez.
That should be an extra one because I used a second level spell slot.
You got 3.
Yeah, it's 3 for second level, so you had a D8 for it being undead.
Another 7. So that's 14 plus 7 for that first attack. Then I'm gonna do it again.
You'll say, you want me to use my reaction?
Just wait, I want to get all my rolls done. God damn it.
Oh,
Now use your reaction,
roll a
please.
d20.
Yeah, now use your react. Let him do his thing before I roll, please.
No, you can roll a d20.
Damn natural 1, and it's still a 15.
Yeah, I have a lot of buffs going right now.
Roll a d20, Midnight?
Yeah. It's a magic weapon, so it can't break.
Okay.
At least it
Pee
can't
your
break.
pants. Pee your
I
pants.
think
Pee
your
Oil
your
night's
my
pants.
leaking. We'll
Oil
see.
my shoes. Oil my shoes.
Are you leaking?
I oil my Oh no, do I oil my shoes, Greg?
Oil your shoes. Oil. Wait,
Really?
that doesn't sound as good.
I don't have pee, I have oil.
No.
That coolant fluid?
Okay, roll.
Maybe.
Hold on. This is gonna be weird.
What did I actually roll on the table?
I don't know yet. Give me 1 second here. I'll give you a...
Because that's a magical melee arm.
I need to open your character sheet first.
Oh no.
And then look at your inventory.
Something break? What is in my inventory? I don't have much interesting in my inventory besides, like, sword and ring and jug. Everything else is common.
Okay, roll a d20.
D20? Gotcha. Where's that D20? Roll. 15?
Okay.
What'd I lose?
You hear a crunch sound in your backpack
Mm-hmm.
as you swing
got
too
crunched?
hard. Well, you don't know
Okay.
yet. I guess you'll be able to find out eventually. A hooded
Eventually, once
lantern is now in glass shatters and
Okay.
bent up.
That is perfectly fine. As long as it's not the sword.
No, it's not the sword.
I need that
Groza,
to hit.
you use your reaction to swing across with the greatsword, right? And
Yeah,
all of a
correct.
sudden,
15 slashing.
this thing starts to flicker. The skull drops to the ground, but before it gets there, it bounces back up.
Did I kill it? I can't see anything.
It starts to float in the air. Just the skull, right?
Oh god.
Midnight, what's going on?
I don't know, I can't see either.
And then as it dies, as this thing starts to disapparate, a wave of shadow seeps out in all directions. Everybody, I'm trying to
that's
select
damage.
everybody to do it, but it made me
do a
restart
checky
selecting
check.
again. Cassius, you are safe where you are, but in front of you, the stone starts peeling off of the wall as
Oh,
this
dear.
necrotic blast comes through.
No,
Past your face, right? It's
Now,
shadow.
question, DM.
Yes.
Is this a save that requires sight?
Yes, it would be.
I automatically fail because I'm blinded.
Depends on what type of save, because I could possibly use my ring.
It says a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check
Yeah.
that requires sight.
So you
I
guys,
also have Ring of Evasion that would automatically pass it if I fail.
but if you can see,
Would I need it for the Ring of Evasion to work? Be able to see? Because it says if I would fail, I would succeed instead. It's just
correct.
any deck saving throw.
She's 100% correct.
that's true. That's true. So the ring
So I will-
warns you, and again, that comes through
Thank you,
handy.
Grim.
That's twice today, though, right?
That should be...
Or is it 3
what do I have it
times?
marked? I would have one more usage left on that ring today.
Okay.
Yeah, you use it twice.
Hey, but
So, ring to go... ring to not die.
Okay, so Groza fails. Avaray and Wenny still have to make a save.
Oh,
It's up
sorry.
in the chat window there.
And then I use my ring in lieu of rolling.
Right.
When he would get a +4, but he doesn't need it. Because he passed. And Avaray is unfortunately not close enough for the +4. I still have magic. I can still heal.
Okay, so the blast comes through.
Nice.
And those
Oh.
who failed are hit for
Get
69 necrotic
That's a
damage.
lot. What's that
Oh, my
halved?
gun.
Avery
The
will be
snake
fine in a
needs to make
moment.
a save as well.
I think that would it outright
what's
kill it
its-
even if it halved?
No. Oh, but
What's 69 halved?
are you concentrating on the snake, Avery? Because if so, that snake is gone. Pretty sure it's a
Yeah.
concentration spell.
It just poofs, I believe.
Yeah.
How much damage would that
Can
be?
y'all hear me? I'm saying yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you.
I could just now hear you.
Oh, I couldn't for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, weird. Because I'm sitting here answering questions that 2 other people are answering also.
So how much do the rest of us
So-
take? Because the barbarian should still be up no matter what, I think.
69. Half
Yeah.
of 69
Six-
is
Yeah, because I
34.
know that's a
34.
weird number. 34?
And can I
Take my
dodge
34,
uncannily for half of half?
You're doing what?
He's dodging uncannily for
Oh,
half of half. He's
And you
quartering.
passed your save, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So
mark the 34 off on me. Should still be up. That was
Okay.
3.
Oh, that was 3?
Yeah, you only marked off 3
Oh, right.
instead of 34. So you need to mark off 31 more. I'm still kicking.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, and the dragon, the skull falls to the ground with a thud, and is the end of this
Combat over? I would like to rush over to Avery and instantly do Cure Wounds on her. So...
Not to be that rules lawyer, but technically you're still blinded.
Yeah, you're blind right now.
Okay.
You need to make a wisdom
Wait.
saving throw, or
I
constitution
have...
saving
I have something else that can negate that completely.
throw. Okay.
I have Luster Restoration.
Okay. So
That
As
cures
you're-
blindness.
yeah, you were blind, and then you
Yeah.
use that on yourself, and you become
Yeah.
unblind. You see
Unblinded,
Avery-
and now I heal.
I mean,
Avery.
Avery, what would happen as you get hit by this blast before Midnight can run up to you even? She's casting Lesser Restoration on herself, right?
Yeah,
you get hit
casting
by
so I
this
can
blast.
see.
What's the last thing you're thinking about as this wave comes at you from the dragon?
I would turn to Cassius and say, I have a health potion in my pocket. Go down.
And scene.
Just like old times.
You attempt to talk, and you are blasted by this wave. As you turn to Cassius, he looks and sees your eyes, like maybe you're beckoning towards something in your inventory as you are
You see that guy's
torn to
glaze over.
shreds. Your skin, your hair coming off, the necrosis seeping in, and you can actually see patches where was fur, and it's like falling out, and there's black lines in your skin, like inky.
That's terrible.
And Wenny and Groza and Midnight, you're all feeling the same. You're seeing the same stuff. It's like poison inside
No,
your
I'm not.
blood system almost.
He's still blind.
Groza's not seeing anything, but yeah.
Rosa got blasted, turned around, now he's like swinging at a wall because he thinks he's still fighting the dragon.
Yeah,
Rosa-
I'm saying,
Rosa-
whoa. Easy, easy. I'm approaching.
Winnie, where are you?
Behind you. Stop swinging.
Okay, hold on. I'm
good.
gonna put my sword up.
Please do.
And
Or I can just put it in the sheath.
Yeah, that's good. Here, sit against this wall for a second.
What wall?
Here, I'll help you. I'll help you over to this wall so you can sit and rest a minute.
Avery
Did I
gets
do it?
12 HP.
Groza, you
Yeah,
can make a
close.
Constitution save as well.
Yeah, she should get
Don't waste
12
your spell
HP.
slot.
It's fine. I have almost none.
You're back.
25.
Your vision returns, Groza.
Ah, Winnie, there you are.
Your
Anything interesting in this room?
your dancing longsword is still dancing outside where the dragon was.
I call it back.
Okay. And then Avery is slumped on these stairs.
Be healed.
You guys go ahead. I'll just sit here and look at the moon for just a couple minutes. Appreciate ya.
Avery,
I'm gonna
you
go-
okay? You don't look so good right now.
Wait.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
fine.
go down. I'm gonna go down and get the healing potion and give it to her.
Get a little extra.
I'm gonna get the healing potion and give it to Avery.
Cassius, why are you yelling?
This is my voice. I just like to yell a lot.
I mean,
Um,
first off, respect.
Avery, as you take this healing potion. And so you're healed for, what is it?
Aren't you getting sniped?
1d4 plus 2?
The
2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus
one
2.
that I have in my, I have a greater potion. I have a
She has a greater potion, so
greater is 4d4 plus 4.
You can roll the potion or roll the 4d4. You?
think it's gonna let me roll it because I'm unconscious.
Okay, I'll just roll 4d4.
Yes.
44 plus mod.
Oh,
there it
there
goes.
you got it. Took healing.
Yeah.
With yourself targeted, and you got this. Or not.
Yeah, because I targeted her with my healing too, and that didn't change anything.
All right. So, Ever, you come back. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Plus 4 to that.
As you regain your consciousness. Obviously, you're torn up and you're still hurt, feeling the effects of that wave still. But yeah, make a wisdom saving throw.
+13 4.
You start to
17.
writhe around for a second, and you hear the voice of your friends. You hear them around you for a second, but then it's all gone again, and there's this wave of redness in you, and you need to kill something.
17. Oh, a 17 failed?
You need to kill something now. You are
Just wanted to
taken
double
by
check,
the
Greg.
rage of the moon. You have Loop Garou lycanthropy. It is much stronger than a normal lycanthrope.
Just wanting to double check, Greg. A 17 fails?
Yes.
Okay.
I
On the
would
full
like
moon-
it noted that I am out of sight.
On the full moon, it fails. As you start to shift and your claws come out more, you were looking a little more like Avery while you were unconscious, and then all
I
of a
would
sudden
say-
the snout forms.
While she's transforming, Groza would have been dumb enough to get closer to inspect her wounds. Damn, you just don't look good right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can give me an investigation check if you want.
Yeah, instead of doing a grows, I'm backstep.
You notice that Avery is getting those wounds are healing up on their own as she's returned to consciousness.
Hey,
her
look,
wounds
it's
start
starting to heal.
close. And before you can back away there, as you start to back away, Avery, make an opportunity attack with your claws or your bite at midnight.
Eesh. It's the one time I hope Avery rolls terribly.
Oh, terribly. Where the hell have you been?
Roll even worse than usual, please. Not 1.
And we
The
don't want her
moon-
to break a nail.
The moon seems to
Crit.
pulse
Crit.
above you,
Crit.
Avery.
Crit.
No.
Boom, boom. You're hearing the
I'd like her to
the
not.
pulse, the heartbeat of the moon in the sky. Your eardrums are thumping. This light in front of you is infuriating. Turn it off.
Is it normal or advantage for surprise?
Advantage. I mean, you backed away, right? So it's just
It was, I backed away. That was just an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have seen it coming necessarily, though. Maybe a little bit as she started to
Because
turn.
I saw Winnie freaking out, and he got to run off all the way into the mausoleum.
No, Winnie went to loot. Winnie's over there looting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lenny did go looting, but while Avery was down, so yeah, no, I mean it hits. See what happens. Critical hit. You weren't
Probably
expecting
not
your
gonna
friend
be
to
up
turn
much
on you
longer,
like this.
anyways.
And the aura did not protect enough from it.
I'm almost dead.
So Avra, you've raked your claws across the armor, and Midnight's Strahd armor, scraping through it where the dragon had already made a mark, and that's 14. So yeah, we can roll initiative now, I guess.
Has it been less than a minute?
Yeah, it's been like 30 seconds.
Okay, then I'll still
Okay,
have
so my
sword
rage is
claws.
still active.
And my sword's still active. But that's not gonna really matter that much. Let me...
Avery, you need to take somebody down. You know that. You might be able to gain control of yourself after you do.
Unless she just gets knocked down quickly enough. She's not gonna have a chance to do that, hopefully.
Wendy, you're still in this if you want to, too. You're hearing this going on outside. You would have heard more combat sounds as soon as Avery swiped across Midnight's chest.
So here's where Winnie's torn. If he knew Avery were fighting, I think he would be inclined to help, but Winnie's plenty used to ignoring combat to go looting, so...
Right, so just roll initiative.
Okay.
But you're a rogue. You gotta run away.
You've got a way to get away.
Wait, I can never find initiative. There it is.
Okay, Midnight. What do you want to do? You've just been hit by this raging werewolf in front of you that's eyes look like Avery's, but Avery looks very mad at you.
I flank, unfortunately. And Sword of Perins. I'm not enjoying this, Greg. Don't want to have to hurt Avery. Because that happens. Then I roll. Not smiting her.
Avery, you feel the sword cut across your shoulder.
Then I roll
this
again.
Creature of light is got to go.
Then a 27. And as far as the attack action, gross a hit. If she's not down already. Does the 19 finish it?
Avery drops again from consciousness
Combat over?
fading from you. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, Winnie, you're looting. So you've been in there for a bit now. You've been oh wait, boom, there we go. So you've been in here for a bit now, and you've noticed that there are like some really nice looking ornate offerings and stuff, like crystal chalices, bowls, and things like that, all in one corner, one side of the room, sort of. And it looks like there's a almost like a stone slab sort of thing underneath each of these areas, and one of these stone slabs looks like it would come out to reveal some sort of crypt thing underneath, right? And so on either side there's two of these, but they're open, like all three of them even maybe look opened. So like there were at one time possibly remains under these things.
Right. Okay.
And
right. This is like a tomb under each of these little areas.
And
okay.
Yeah, exactly. And some of these areas, they look like they are actually like cavernous underneath. So it looks like it would be like like you wouldn't store a body there. You'd store something large there, like I don't know, a skull or something. You know, a large enough space to store
a large
something larger than a
human.
creature.
Okay. Any weaponry amongst the offerings or magic? More than just like tableware. I'm looking for things that could potentially be magic items. necklaces, rings, armor.
Doesn't appear to be
weapons.
anything like that in here. It is a stone. It is old. It is not much different than the castle inside, actually.
Okay.
At one time, maybe it was a holy place, and maybe there was more stuff here. But there is like this, like I said, the light smattering of still holy offering type stuff. A couple of holy symbols left on the mantle of one of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of those just for a keepsake. And any sterling or gold.
There's like a silver chalice knocked over on the top of one of these. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab a silver chalice.
Okay. So outside.
And, then I'm gonna head outside after that.
All right, Groza, you notice Midnight swipe across and hit Avery in the back with her sword as she's looking around at both of you, and Avery falls again, slumped over the stairwell.
I would catch her.
Okay.
Midnight, what are you doing? She said not to attack her if she transformed.
Say that to who she attacked.
Well, you backed away. You startled her. Oh, I gotta select a target.
Are you attacking?
I shall use my potion of healing on her.
Oh
It's
no.
like, what? Why are you targeting her?
Hey, DM, I used whatever speed I had left to get outside. Just
Okay.
FYI.
Try to restrain her. You've got magic. Just pacify her.
I quite literally can't.
Avery,
I thought you
again.
could. You do all that cool magic stuff all the time. I thought you'd have like a
No.
stop.
No, I don't
Again.
have that prepared. No.
Prepared.
As Wendy comes
Avery?
out and Groza feeds you this potion, Avery, you are again returned to your consciousness, and again you see the moon in the sky beating away. Your heart feels it again. The moon's still there right above you.
Now, Avery, listen, I know it's the full moon and you're having a tough time. We messed some things up. It's okay. You're safe. I used my potion. You're fine. We just got a little scared. You started phasing. You're looking better, though.
Groza's voice seems to be calming in a way, and his repetitive, the drone of he's not getting excited or anything, and the deep voice of this Goliath creature, for some reason it soothes you enough that the moon stops shaking in the sky, everything sort of calms down again, and you feel the rain hitting your skin again. You start to regenerate on your own as well, but now you are in control of your new form.
I understand. It's the full moon. You're getting excited, but you're surrounded by friends. Look, Cass is here, too.
Yeah, the moon is huge. Look at it.
Beautiful night. We just beat the dragon. You're safe. Come on. Let me get you to your feet.
She'll look around, dazed and pretty confused, and whatever gashes or slashes or whatever that she left on Midnight, she's going to meekly go up to her, and she's gonna conjure 10 good berries.
Yay!
And she's gonna squish them together to make a heart on your chest.
Oh.
Aw, that's adorable.
And like her handprint, like in the middle of it, and just like, I'm so sorry. First of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, I don't know what the hell just happened. But this was way different and feels much, much different. Also, I'm very sorry. Do I feel like especially energized? Like,
Yeah, it's,
or monsters back to back to back?
it is. It's like you just went to the gym and did a pump. There's a strength running
Full
through
moon
you.
pump?
Yeah, you've got a full moon pump going on right now. There's a strength running through you that will allow you to double
cool
the
things.
dice of your claw and bite attacks. Anything based on strength. It's double dice damage.
Oh, do you mind restoring the 10 from the good berry, Greg? Don't want to touch the HP.
I will do that in a second. I'm just doing something. One thing here. 10, 10 plus
Also,
10.
they're also full of fiber, so you'll be full for a while
Can
if you ever
10
eat.
good berries? Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I can eat, but I don't have to.
It makes you really constipated,
Yeah,
though.
exactly. Like Midnight's chew on these good berries.
Oh, they're super high in fiber. That's why.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be plugged up. It's gonna be up. She's gonna have another oil leak.
She's gonna be shitting like a
Yeah, but
goof.
you
They're
gotta
higher
drink
copper.
plenty of water, soluble fiber, or it gridlock.
So now
Like
that's
it's like pouring sludge down the.
it's just sludge.
We're all having this conversation.
Yeah. How do
So,
you know over 40? You know
now-
what soluble fiber is.
So now
Here's
that
living to
this-
40, right?
Yeah. So now that the skull's finally pacified, do we put it in whatever's going on in there, or back
Hey,
in the
Yeah,
compound down there?
I found what looks like a great place for the skull. It's a crypt. It's obviously meant for something big.
Is that smoke coming out of the window?
No, over in this other thing. Don't worry about that.
I thought you wanted us to put the skull inside with the burning bones.
I thought maybe we could make the bones be our friend.
With fire?
I've always wanted to meet a dragon.
I think
Well,
he,
you should have been out here. We met one.
No, I don't want to
he
fight
I
one.
think he was out here before. I heard the window break and something small plop on the ground, so I think he came outside.
See, oh, okay, because I thought you were doing like a voice mimic thing for Winnie. Oh, he came out the window.
Yeah, I heard the window break like right behind
It
me,
was
so I
totally
assumed
bad.
it was Winnie.
It was totally badass. Did you see it?
We were
No.
blinded.
Jumped out.
I
My
could
cape
hear
was, like,
something.
swooping behind me, and I jumped right in to fight the dragon. It was awesome.
Did you do a flip?
Nobody. Maybe. I honestly, my
Guys?
adrenaline was. Did you really not see it?
Guys?
No, this weird like worm things were in my eyes. I couldn't see anything.
Son of a bitch! It was the coolest thing I've ever done.
So, do we want to try putting it in
Insight
the
check.
Colosseum first?
Yeah, let's cram it in there.
Groza, help me with this thing. It's too heavy for me alone.
It's about to be too heavy for me too, because I'm about to get a level of exhaustion.
At midnight,
Well, our
as
combined
you
might should hopefully.
as you start to pick up this skull and you get close to it again on the ground there, I guess
Pretty
I can.
good.
I guess I can maybe.
Where's the
is this
skull
still-
token supposed to be? Ooh,
Yeah, I'll bring that
Oh.
back on the screen here.
Oh. Wow.
my screen's
Oh,
just.
he was hiding behind.
Ah.
Is it just? Yeah, it's just a little bit. See through. There we go.
All right, let's
We're
get her
in a
moving.
place with lots of antiques. There is nothing worth stealing here.
Wait, midnight. Touch it.
Yeah. Before I do anything, let me heal myself first so I don't feel like keeling over.
Do you feel things?
Yes.
All right, just
Why is everyone assume I feel nothing?
because you're living armor.
That's rude.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that. You're right.
I mean, 7 extra. I don't trust nothing.
Okay, so
Go
7
on.
more.
Yeah, 7 more.
Okay.
7. Oh, thank you. If you are expecting it's gonna do exploding things again, go to like the gate wall, just in case. If anyone gets knocked out, it's me.
Ugh.
You too, Winnie.
Okay.
Everyone back up enough so like just in case.
When he's like, I am going through the wall. Getting the heck out of here. Okay, so
Okay.
as you approach the skull
Touch.
midnight, you hear it again in your head. This will never work. You'll never. You can't. You can't. You will all die here. Strahd will have you.
Well, while it's being all broody in my head and stuff, I'm just like laying a hand on it and just like doing like several prayers of Ezra over and over, hoping that the light finds it and purges it of this darkness, just in case a little
Mortal.
bit, just for hopefulness.
Your prayers are useless, mortal. You are nothing. You are meaningless. Give up now.
I literally just smote your ass. What do you want? I'm putting you back in your crypt. Going back to where you belong so you can reunite with your body.
Don't.
Yeah, why did you want to go back to your body, huh?
You must not.
And why not? So Strahd can win?
You can never let him escape. He has to be suffering for all eternity.
Just, if she could blink, she would just be looking down at this thing blinking. It's like, okay, Grumpy, we're putting you back in your bed, Grandpa.
After all he has done to me, there is no defeating him. You know this to be true. He took my head once, he will take yours.
And you said you would kill us, and yet here we are.
Oh, you wait. You just wait. Stay on the path you are on now. Find only ruin.
I think we'll be fine. I'm kind of just like, since I've been like touching it for a while, assumingly while it's just been talking in my head, I just kind of like motion grows it back over. It's like, just saying like, it's just being angry and broody again, just mentally this time.
I was about to say, while you're having that silent moment just touching it, Groza just leans over to the Avaray and just says, what do you think they ever talk about?
It's being broody again.
It's probably, I wonder if it's the same thing that Wenny and his dagger speak about.
Right? Like, he's always talking to it, and I just feel left out of the conversations. I want to talk to a dragon.
Don't want to talk to this one. It's being rude.
Oh, is he oh, yeah, you just said he was being broody. But
yeah.
His dagger, I'd have a conversation.
Can we hear this? Or is Midnight the only one to hear it?
Midnight's the only one. It's weak right now, too. It's like a faint whisper compared to what it was when it was fighting back.
Winnie, what does your dagger talk to you about?
Mostly it just complains.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
Never
put
mind,
it back
I guess
in
I'm
the
okay.
crypt.
Alright.
Put it back in the crypt, and then I believe close the doors.
Groza, make a wisdom saving
we want to be
throw.
proper. Ooh. Hold on,
I
let me
have to
check.
slowly do this myself. Oh no.
As soon as you touch the skull to help out, make a wisdom saving
Alright.
throw.
Wisdom
Plus
save
4.
is regular. No disadvantage.
And you get a +4.
15.
Make a melee attack at Midnight or Wenny.
No. Why did I move up there?
Yeah, I was about to say, as Winnie kind of comes up and just talking to him, I kind of feel like I'm kind of lucky not to have it, so I would go for like a playful punch on Winnie's shoulder.
Yeah.
No, like a sword attack, because the shadows again spike up in your eyes, and you lose control of yourself for a second. And the shadow.
So as I go for the fist bump on the shoulder, my hand just goes right to the sword.
Uh-oh.
I will dodge you, old man. Boom.
Even at the, oh my god, you rolled so low and it still hits.
Wow. Okay, so
Uncanny dodge for half of 13
-6.
at least.
all right.
Whoa!
Die!
That was so weird, Winnie. I did not mean to do that. I was just going to hit you in the shoulder.
No, I understand. This thing is pure evil. But I've got rope. If you want to... If someone who can touch it wants to tie the rope, we can all pull.
I think I'm the only one who can touch it. It's not making me try to kill anyone.
Alright, well, you attach the rope. I can at least pull.
Make sure you're far enough away from it first with the rope.
Oh, I plan to. Just throw the rope over here, and I just kind of like slowly, like exhaustingly walk over there.
You know, like tie the rope to the skull, throw it over, and like as like he begins like pulling on the rope, I just begin pushing the skull.
Okay.
Like help like lift pushing.
And you guys get it in through the outdoor. It's a little tough to get through, but it was almost designed to exactly fit. It was as if they built this tomb for this dragon skull, or dragon bones and skull, possibly. Make a investigation check in here.
Okay.
Midnight.
I can try. Investigation.
I don't know if I'm able to help out.
When he was only looking for money mostly and valuable things.
I don't have investigation.
Whereas you're
I'm also in here. If you're looking around, Groza would instinctively be looking around too. It's his first time in here.
Yeah, you can as well. Yeah.
He might fare better than me.
No, probably not.
And
Can you do better than a 4?
You can make insight checks too. That's amazing.
We are not in characters, Greg.
So this is where you put bones.
Can try the insight. Promise nothing.
This is where you put bones?
2
Double
12s.
12s.
Tied in both. That's amazing.
12s.
We're on the same wavelength here.
You guys are heave ho. And there is this is probably where you put the bones. But it does look like there's a space underneath this area where the skull would fit in nicely.
You know, does it look like the skull would fit right there?
I mean, we could try. I figured
you
we would
can
have
try.
to
I'm
go.
not touching it again.
We can always try, but didn't Winnie check this out before we came in here?
I don't know. I couldn't see him into the last little bit, and then all I saw was Avery go down.
I'll kind of shout like, "Hey, Winnie, did you check this
Yeah.
place out?
I did.
Did you see where the skull should go?"
Yeah.
I say Avery's right there. You want to peek your head in here, Avery?
Right in here. Wait, Winnie doesn't like this room being this full. He's gonna wait at the door and be like, "We're right in there. It looks huge."
Oh yeah, that's why I did perception. So I'm just kind of like looking like everywhere else, like around them while they're.
Okay, Avery, with the 20 perception check, you can see there's the stone slabs that would be the ceremonial capstones for these tombs, this areas, are all moved out of the place from there. This isn't the only place where bones might go, but this is the one that fits the skull.
Says insert dragon skull.
Insert dragon skull here.
And you hear, "No! Stop! I will have my revenge! You will die, mortals! Die!
Can any of us hear that other than...
Can you what?
None of us can hear that except Midnight, right?
Right.
Even the throws? Okay.
I'll just be shouting, "Return to the light from whence you belong."
It's recoiling away from
You're
your
not
words.
talking to you. You're talking to the skull. Okay, I feel like I should leave the room and give you 2 a minute.
You hear it.
I'll just, like, keep
suffer
shouting,
and
like-
groan when you
I'll just like
pray
keep
at it.
shouting like prayers of like Ezra, telling it to return to the light, telling it it's home now, it's back in its hold, it can finally rest at peace. Strahd doesn't have it anymore, etc., etc.
You know, I've never seen an exorcism before. This is actually kind of cool. You okay in there, Midnight?
Not dead yet.
All right, keep it up. You're doing great.
The dragon
Is it still screaming and groaning, going, "Ugh"?
Yeah, it's insults, or it's a resistance to your prayers. It's growing weaker, but it's not like changing its tune or anything like that. It's still like, "Oh, you will die. You are nothing. You are not important at all. Nothing you do can change anything."
I was just like saying that, I'm like, I just like don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm like gonna just like get closer and just like keep doing my prayers, and like in my other hand, I will hold out the sword hilt and say, "We have the sword that is meant to hurt Strahd. We can do this. Just believe in us, Argynvost. He will die. We will have vengeance for what he did to you.
Useless. Useless weapon. Pointless. Give up and die already.
Rose is giving a play-by-play to those who are around the corner. And she's holding the sword now. She's still talking to the skull. Nothing else is happening.
She'll like put her hand on the skull and just like, with all her might, try to like pray harder, if that's
She's
even
touching
possible.
the skull.
She'll like try and do like mimicry of what he did to turn the skull into the thing, into just like trying to like channel all her divine might into the skull. Just like praying harder and harder.
Fuck your god of mists. Fuck you, night.
Oh,
You still praying?
I have no idea what else I can do. Don't exactly have any spells that can revert evil. Can keep looking. See if I have anything I can cast on it.
sometimes just talking it out is the way to handle it.
Yeah, she's looking kind of stumped in there.
I'll kind of like turn my head around and like kind of tell them like a summary of what the skull has been saying. And say, any bright ideas?
I say smash it, because that's a rude-ass dragon.
No. Try to make friends.
Maybe there's something inside. When he said there's some burning stuff in the other, maybe there's something in there to burn away the evil? Is that something? Is that sounding right?
I mean, it could be a possibility. Do you want to get like a torch of it and I can light it?
Let me see what's going on next door.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Winnie. We'll check next door. You keep praying. Pray the evil away. You got it.
If it's possible, bring back a torch of the blue stuff if that you think that's helpful. Pan to them.
All right, what's going
Stage
on in the blue flame room?
Okay, so you walk into the room there, and you see, like I said before, the
Oh, shit.
corners of the room are filled with shadowy, it's just darkness, and dark in the corners, right? The only light from this room is coming from this fire in the center of the room. It looks like there's, the ground is being, like, constantly burned. There seems to be what looks like glyphs that have been written on the floor, and the fire is coming out of those letters and symbols. And
Okay.
there's a pile of bones on top of, or inside of this like wall that's coming up, like 20 feet almost of fire.
Can I try and light one of my candles with the fire?
Yeah, Gross has got a torch. He's just gonna stick it into the fire.
Okay. You realize that nothing happens.
Winnie, stick your hand in it.
Can I just like get close and feel if there's anything coming off of it?
You don't feel any heat off of the flames from before you touch them.
Winnie, hold on one second. And he just yells in the courtyard. Yeah, so the fire's not, like, burning, and it's not lighting candles and torches. It's still blue. It's actually really cool. There's some, like, glyph shit. I don't read it.
Do we know anyone who could?
You guys can make me investigation checks in there when you're in there as well.
Alright, it's Winnie.
Yeah.
He says keep looking.
Okay, Groza. It's just like burning. The bones are white, and the fire doesn't seem to be burning them black. But
I've got an
other than
intelligence
that-
of 8. This is good. And it's fire, but it's not hot. It's not burning. Is it even fire?
it's weird. It's not making a lot of sense. It's like the fire's not
It makes
working.
no sense.
Wenny, you see you see that the bones here are piled on top of each other, all inside of this illusion. Like, there is... oh, wait, there's supposed to be...
Illusion.
all inside of
Oh.
this fiery illusion in front of you. You've peered through it, and you realize that this doesn't make physical sense to be able to see this and see through that. Like, the way that you're looking through it, it's just not adding up. And it hits you for a second that this might not be real fire.
Okay.
Winnie, no!
You said that there were glyphs on the floor, right? Like a
Yeah, it's right
strange
around
angle?
here where Winnie just walked in.
When he just walked in. So when he... For a second there,
So
you
he's dead now.
make a wisdom skill check.
Okay.
Cassius, he just walked right into the fire. That's not hot. Like, what is he thinking? Ow, my
See,
foot.
I actually think Groza would be just thinking that he's that strong that he just
Am I
doesn't
getting
feel
advantage
fire
on-
anymore.
Okay,
Am I
for a
getting
second,
advantage on
Wenny,
this for a
for a
for a
second,
magic
Wenny,
effect?
you have this. No, it's not that. You have this like
Okay.
feeling like, oh, shit, I made a mistake. I'm burning alive right now, and you psycho actively tell yourself it hurts, but it just takes a second, and you realize,
That was his last sound. Did you hear that?
It's
He's
okay.
burning. He's dead. Oh god, poor Winnie.
you're not on
Huh.
fire.
Hey, you want a wing or a leg?
I'll take a leg, please. Wait, Winnie?
Wow.
Oh shit, he's a ghost.
I think bring the skull here.
On
We
the-
can't
the
take it
rings
to
on-
heaven.
I kind of like turn back and like see like everyone's like probably left to the other chapel and shout like, "What's going on?"
So Winnie's gonna take his sterling silver signal whistle to his lips and blow it. What happens when the silver touches him?
When the silver touches your lips.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It's like a hot sauce whistle right now.
All right. I guess I get about
Spicy.
two good whistles out of it before it, sinks in, and that third whistle kind of trails off. To a lot of swearing.
Midnight, it's bad. Winnie walked in the fire. He's dead now. Now he's a ghost.
So anything
Rosa,
under
if
the
anything's
bones?
happening, he's not dead.
No, I'm pretty sure he's really dead. He's talking about legs and thighs, and
If
I think he
was
went to
dead, why
gnome
is he
heaven
talk- Groza, if he's talking,
Wait.
how is he dead?
because
how
he's a
is-
ghost.
And
Can
how
we
is he
bring these-
instantaneously a ghost?
It's Barovia. It happens like every week.
Can we bring these bones out? I just think we need to reunite the skull and the bones. I don't like
do
the
the
fact that they're
glyphs-
separate.
So Avery speaks Deep Speech, Elvish, Infernal, and Undercommon. Are the glyphs on the ground any of those?
Hey, Avery, give me an investigation check.
Hey, Gregory. Okay.
You are investigating these glyphs.
Wrong button. Ooh, nice.
You see what looks to be a bunch of different runes that don't make a lot of sense, but some of them that have an abjuration element. There's a little more to this than meets the eye.
The pieces that are she's able to understand, would it be easy for her to infer that Winnie's suggestion of bringing it here to make it all whole?
There's nothing about that there. The glyphs are all about the circle, the magic that's in this area here. There's definitely magic because there's an illusion going on, but there might be something more to it in this location than just an illusion.
I relay that to someone who could maybe potentially figure out what that means.
Cassius, do you make anything of whatever I just said? Because I'm still mourning for Winnie.
I think I'm with you, mourning for Winnie.
Avery, you could give me a Arcana check as well, because you did see enough. Like, your investigation score is high enough that you earned the something's up, so you can see if you know what that is as well.
I mean, who just walks into the non-burning blue fire like it was nothing?
I am your god. Render unto me your riches.
Yes, he's definitely in gnome heaven. He's gone to the great dungeon in the sky. With legs and thighs and... Do you think he can see Barsk?
That would be nice.
So midnight, again, the skull is just like telling you to, back off, get out of here, never come back. You'll die here. You'll die today. You are immortal with time not on your side.
I'm just gonna try and straight up ask it, what can I do to make you whole again?
You can die.
Smart ass dragons.
This is obviously the bad part of the dragon.
Yep, the one that got twisted by Strahd, and that won't listen to anything you say at all.
You haven't purged the evil out of it yet.
I can't physically do.
Still quite evil.
Midnight!
What?
Can you read runes? Is that something you're able to do?
Depends if it's in a language I know, maybe.
You want to take a look at this? The skull's not going to walk away, hopefully. But, I mean, it's the thing that killed Winnie. We don't know.
I'm just gonna look at the skull and say, you stay right there, I'll be right back.
Well, I'll watch it. Hold on, I'm coming down.
You watch it from the doorway. I don't trust it not trying to blow you up.
You moonwalking away?
I don't feel like turning the character takes too long.
What are you, moonwalking? Cassius, you just guarding the door. You're not poisoned anymore.
Okay, now that I'm
There
not
we go.
poisoned, I'll moonwalk in, because I don't know how to turn my character around.
It's a little bit of annoying. Let me
You
look at my
hold
languages real
control
quick.
and spin the mouse wheel.
Hey,
Yeah,
Greg,
okay.
before this goes, can we take like a bio break?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Now that you guys are in here, Midnight can make an investigation check, and we'll go for a break.
Oh no, I'm gonna fail.
Investigation, Arcana. Either one.
I patted all of those. Did the same score, Greg.
You might have taken a specialization or something. In something.
No, I have persuasion.
Or a feat. You never know.
Persuade Winnie to come back to life.
He's not dead.
I'm right here.
Like I can hear him everywhere. Right, Skull? Give me back my friend.
Yeah, break time.
You just need the roll. No roll.
I mean, I have a -1, so I can ask if the runes are in Celestial or
you're -1.
Draconic.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't
Roll
realize
your nat
negative
20.
one.
I have an 8 int, so unless the runes are in Celestial or Draconic, I'm not gonna know it.
You're not gonna do any better than Avery, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll see you guys in 10-15.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. We are back. We are all gathered around these burning or not burning bones in this cathedral. Groza is now watching the skull out in the thing, out in the mausoleum.
Shift change.
Oh, we all moved around again. When Cassius comes back, we'll switch back to our proper locations. For now, I am Cassius. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're good again. So, what do you guys want to do?
Rosa's gonna pull out one of his cards from the Priest of Osiris,
Okay.
and he's just gonna ask, "How do you purify a skull?"
Couple seconds passes. And the card again burns up in your hand, sort of, and you hear, "Purify a skull? What exactly are you talking about?"
The Argynvost dragon is corrupted. Spirit is in the skull or something.
Yes, the Dragon Argynvost is... What are you trying to... Where are you?
Oh, we're at Argynvostholt.
Okay.
You know where those paladin ghosts used to hang out?
Yes. The
I say
Revenant
used to because
Knights.
they're all gone now. Yeah, they're all gone now. Anyway, so the dragon spirit came out and it was all like shadowy and evil, and so we beat it, and now the skull's being a dick to midnight, and there's some blue fire that's not hot, killed Winnie, and we're trying to purify its spirit.
Amazing.
Yeah, man, you should have totally came along.
When you do, come meet me at the temple.
Oh, you found the Ember Temple?
I have. The
Good,
way
I
here
pretty
is
much gave you
perilous.
directions.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude.
There is untold... And then it cuts off.
You never told me how to purify the skull. Dick.
He probably either didn't know or didn't care, Groza.
I mean, he was seeming pretty excited about it.
You're inside midnight.
We're still on that same wavelength, Greg. We rolled 4s and 12s together.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we switched. Okay.
So you're inside the chapel
Okay.
here. And Avaray had made a check to see if she could tell what was happening there. She knew that there was something more to this location than meets the eye, but wasn't able to tell exactly what was going on with it. 19. Also, you guys noticed that Avaray is like the patches of hair and stuff are growing back as she's like not in combat right now. She keeps healing her injuries,
Well, that's good.
and soon the
Yeah.
scars that you guys caused are gone.
I could use a divine sense to see if the weird circle mobobber is affected by the Hallow spell. That would be one use of that I almost never use.
Like a great time to start.
Yeah, see if it's hallowed.
There is no Celestials, Fiends, or Undeads present within 60 feet.
And nothing's affected by the Hallow spell?
You do actually feel the presence of, like, Celestial vaguely, you know? It's not like it's a creature that's there at all, but you do feel a Celestial presence in this room. From the bones.
Okay, well these are definitely Argynvost's bones. I just don't know what those runes are going to do the moment we try to remove one. Don't know what they're
There's only one way
for.
to find out.
Well, we don't even know what they're for. Afraid, did you find out what the runes could do? Is there any type of magic it could do?
I mean, yeah, it talks about whatever I was able to put together. It's protection or dampening, barrier-ish, abjuration-y-ish.
So, like wards.
Right.
So this is either trying to keep something out or keep something. So maybe something is trying to keep something out or keep something from leaving.
I mean, why don't we just try putting the skull in here and just see what happens?
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Why put all the bones back in this weird magic circle when it's supposed to be laid to rest in its mausoleum?
I mean, nothing's a good idea when you think about it. Let's
Yes, but
try
if
it.
this keeps something from leaving, what if we are accidentally binding its spirit here forever so it cannot go to peace?
Well, what if it's keeping the good part of this dragon from leaving?
Yes, and it only turned suddenly very evil once it got closer and got touched by that weird guy.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
So we did over there. Let's try over here. This is mostly illusionary anyway.
I mean, it was fighting really hardly to not be put back on its pedestal.
When Midnight said magic circle, Avery knows the magic circle.
This is not a magic
But
circle.
It's
not a magic circle. Okay. Well, she said magic circle. I was just...
It was a shot.
You know
It looked
that
like
it is not a
it's
magic
some
circle.
kind of weird magic circle-y thingy.
Here's all I can say. If I were bigger, I would have done it already. Let's try it.
I honestly think putting the skull in here until we know what those runes do is a terrible idea.
Other
Because-
ideas do we have?
Excellent.
Try and put the bones back in its mausoleum? Where they're supposed to be, and not in this weird chapel?
Bones are there?
I mean, the chapel
Is
is
it a dragon?
as evil as it gets, right? Can we just try this? It's the only thing we haven't tried.
Well, we haven't let Cassius have a look at it yet, have we? He knows magic.
Wait, you know the saying, don't put all your bones in one basket.
That's not a gnomish saying.
Do you want to try and take a look, Cassius? See if you can divine more?
Sure, I'll try it.
So
What do I
you
have to
can-
roll, Greg?
Investigation or Arcana.
Good, you
They
got the
both
big
suck.
brains. Is it
Both
worse than
sucks, huh?
Is it worse than a -1?
No.
Oh,
It is a -1.
we got 3 dum-dums.
You're pretty sure that the bones aren't burning.
Rose is telling the skull about how he's upset about Winnie dying.
This is like the door that stumps everybody, right?
Yeah, this is the puzzle that we don't know how to solve. Combat, heck yeah, we can solve that. Puzzle, no.
Like,
What
we
the heck is
can't
this?
Punch it. We can't hit
What
it.
is
got
this?
We got the 2 pieces. Let's put them together. Put together the pieces like this.
Anyone
but
tried
let's-
to move one of the bones?
Yeah, I'll go back in the fire and pick up a bone.
Try pick up like the tiniest one you can. They're pretty big.
Okay.
The tip of the
A
tail
metatarsal
bone.
or metacarpal.
So when you
Your
touch the
fingy bone.
bones, when
Fingy
the
bone.
runes underneath the bones that were hidden by this pile of bones begin to push out, all the bones like rattle around slightly, and the whole room is like filled with those wormy, necrotic looking, like almost like snakes that disappear and reappear in your vision. And wherever there's light, it almost looks like dust, but instead of dust in the light, it's little wormy snakes. And the whole room is filled with these for 60-foot radius.
So we all got glaucoma. That's what you're telling me.
We all got glaucoma.
So what I'm telling you
Got
is
metacoma.
all of everyone rolls. Let me see.
Oh boy, I'm dead.
No, not necessarily at all.
I have very little HP, Greg.
The way I did this was that everyone would roll. Where is it? A D, and I don't know which one it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
A D7?
D8.
8?
Everyone in the room rolls a D8 as this spore stuff. Whoa, what happened there?
I did something I shouldn't have.
Okay.
Delete it!
Not a
I'm
problem.
trying.
I got it.
It's gonna explode!
Nice.
I got it. I'm good.
Nice.
Good. He's good.
So yeah,
I used the wrong measuring tool.
everyone rolls a D8 in the room. Oh, Midnight. That was not the one you wanted to roll.
He said roll a
I told
D8,
you.
not an investigation check.
That was the only one you didn't want to roll, Midnight.
I literally told you, Greg, I'm probably going to die because I have 25 HP.
And as the bones get touched, so first, Wenny. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I don't like those.
The DC is 18.
Well, literally everyone around me gets a +4, so...
Yeah, this
You're within
ain't
10
gonna
feet of her, yep.
happen. Yeah. Oh.
19.
Oh, sweet relief.
Okay, so for a minute there, you felt like you weren't yourself. You felt like you were about to get really angry. But it passes over. You shake it off. Cassius, a Constitution saving throw.
And you get a +4, and you get a +4. Everyone gets a +4.
Gets a +4. Nice. That is
14,
not enough.
18.
18.
Okay.
And you didn't do
Averay.
the extra.
Averay, you have to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
$18.
18. Success. You as well shake off the effect. And last but not least, Midnight.
Oh boy. I am scared. Nope.
Okay. So, as this blast comes out, Wenny and Averay, you shake it off, but mostly it's directed towards Midnight, and it must sense the holy presence or something. Maybe, who knows? It's probably not, but just that's the way it that's the way the cookie crumbles. And Cassius, you're standing right next to her, and the two of you lock eyes as the spores all, or these necrotic snake-like things all shoot into you at the same time. Cassius, you now see everyone around you as potential enemy.
I thought Cassius passed.
Oh wait, Cassius did pass.
Yeah, because Cassius and
'Cause it's
Avery
within
rolled the
your
same,
aura.
then the +4.
It's in
Yeah.
your aura. Never mind.
I'm the only one who
So
didn't.
you're the only one who did not pass. Okay.
Because
So
com's
everyone
not my
else,
specialty.
everyone else held on to the thing, but this blast of necrosis seeps in through your armor, Midnight, and hits you for
I'm down.
51 necrotic damage.
I'm not dead, but I'm down.
Ew.
The illusion on the ground ends. The fire dims down. and the other lights in the room flick on, eliminating the darkness in the corners and everything. As midnight goes flying backwards. And falls to the ground. That wasn't right. Why
I just
can't I
took
get
that one.
You guys all passed by one. It was like, what? How is this possible? Why do I keep... I can't seem to select the... Anyways,
Do you
so
have the right tools on?
do the right tools on.
Yeah. You make sure you're not using ruler or something.
No, there's I have stuff underneath stuff, like there's a lot of bones there. And I can't select the
Are they all individual bones, Greg?
glyph. Yeah, of course.
Oh no, Greg. That was your first mistake.
I can't seem to select the glyph on its own without the bones. Anyways, so yeah, Midnight's down right now. Thud.
Oh.
Time to die.
Jesse, Jefferson is sorry. Winnie's not. But Jefferson is.
Winnie's gonna get shanked when he turns.
Yeah.
If I live.
Everything's normal now.
Okay, when he turns to Groza and says, grab
Groza's
the tin
not in the
can,
room.
we are running, let's go, let's get out of here, this is not worth it.
Rosa next to the skull is still reminiscing about all the good times he and Winnie shared together.
Wait, you're still at the skull?
Yeah, it's my ship. I'm mourning you.
Me and Groza switched places when we went outside. He's no longer in the room.
Who's big enough to drag Midnight?
Midnight weighs a couple 100 pounds. Good luck.
Shit.
You know what just occurred to me though? If Cassius and Avery had been hit by the blast before Midnight, or had not been hit, if Midnight was standing closer, then they would have failed that too. Anyways.
Unless Avery got Goodberry left.
Ew! That's what I was gonna say. So you go down, and I notice that your berry heart is looking a little dried out and flaky.
More
So do it again.
berries.
Do more berries.
Do I
Berries!
have anything in my...
We fixed that spot right there. Oh, you got a little smudge. Let me
I got
fix that for you.
smooched.
Smooched?
I got smudged.
Smudged.
My berries got smooched. More berries.
So what's going on now? The bones are just there?
I think Greg described it as the glyph is just gone now.
Yeah, everything's
Okay, so
gone. It's
now
just there's just bones now. It looks like everything is returned. There's no. It doesn't appear to have any magical presence around it anymore.
Give me
Yeah,
some 10 HP, Greg.
Let's put some... Okay. When he's gonna go out here...
10 HP, you said?
Yeah, good berries is 10 HP if you use all the good berries.
Okay, so you're shoving these berries in her face.
Just making
Drawing
a
them
good
on
berry
my
heart.
chest.
Oh, right.
Absorb,
Goodberry heart.
absorb through the metal.
Like a granola bar.
Photosynthesis.
Rosa, bring the
like
skull! Hurry!
Blueberries, blackberries. You guys ever been
Anyway,
to
his
blackberry?
name was Winnie. He was really what?
Groza, bring the skull! Hurry!
I'm just
See,
like
even
groaning.
now he's a ghost and he's telling me what to do. See, I was just gonna let you on fire because if blue fire didn't work, maybe this green fire would have.
Bring the skull!
I'm just like groaning as I get up saying, Winnie, quit it!
All
Stop
right, I
trying to
grab the
touch
rope
things.
and I start dragging the skull out. And I'm still. He had this really cool goat. His name is Barsk, and it got killed by a tiger, which we
Winnie.
ate.
I just kind of like put my hand on Winnie and just like shake him slightly. This was a trap, Winnie. The skull
Look,
doesn't belong in
everything's
here.
dispelled. We paid for the evil with our blood. And now...
Winnie, that was probably some type of warding glyph that blew up as soon as you touched anything in it. He probably put all the bones in here to lure us in here to touch it, so we would all blow up, Winnie. The skull.
Give me this
so
hat one time.
we can just put the bones back in the crypt now, Winnie. It's
Yep.
not going to explode anymore.
And we survived. So you want to take the bones over there?
Yes, there's nothing on the floor anymore. Nothing. There's nothing
Okay.
stopping us from moving the bones back inside. But
right,
I'm
let's
letting
go.
you take the blow this time if there is anything that explodes.
Sure. Groza, put the
We're
skull
testing it
back.
on you. I can heal you this time.
Why are we gonna move a bunch of more bones? Or way more, probably way more than the single skull. Why don't we do the easy thing first
Because
and then the
this
hard
isn't
thing
its-
second?
Because this is not its resting place. It needs to go where it was put to rest originally, which
Where's
is
it
in its
drops the rope?
mausoleum.
Yeah. Groza, come to the chapel.
Well, I guess we could put Winnie's body in there too.
Avare, make this bone fetching go faster. by
Winnie,
70.
can you go invisible? It kind of hurts to see you right now.
Yeah, no problem.
Just
I'm
to
gonna
make
attempt
sure,
this
Greg,
stealth
as I'm like
from,
looking at the now bones, is there anything else surrounding it? Any glyphs or any runes that are glowing and weird? Is there anything else around them? Is there any weirdness around them anymore? Just looking at them.
Just looking at him.
Is there any
me an
weirdness around
investigation
them
check.
anymore?
Give me an investigation.
I can it
I
never
want to
be
do an inside
perception?
check on Winnie to see if his ass is still alive.
Can it never be
Well, I'm stealthing from Groza.
Why is it never perception?
Still alive. I'm gonna do an inside check.
I was really hoping for a nat 1.
You almost, if you didn't have disadvantage, you go to crit.
Oh boy.
I got a 17 on my stealth from Groza.
You beat my passive.
I'm just gonna hide behind
The big metal
midnight,
lady.
and I'm gonna use minor illusion every so often to just say Groza.
Wait a minute. That's not how ghosts sound. We just fought one. Winnie!
Just kind of like just heavily
I thought you
sighing.
died.
No, I told you I didn't die.
Wait, what happened to the blue fire?
We touched it and I exploded. When he touched a little pinky bone, and then everyone exploded, and then I exploded, and everyone else was fine thanks to the aura.
It was
Metacarpal or
extinguished.
metatarsal bone?
Uh-huh.
It was a coffee.
Pinky bone.
I was just asking.
It could have been a phalange.
Fingy bone, for all I know.
Little digi. I know bones, actually. That's the one thing I actually know is bones, believe it or not, because I've killed a lot of things and made things out of. Anyway, so do you want the skull in here? Because it's getting heavy.
No, let's take this over there.
Get the rope.
Just tie everything to rope. Everyone get your rope. I'm pretty sure it belongs in where it's supposed to be laid to rest instead of here. This
Is
doesn't
this a
feel-
staircase?
Yeah, Winnie's dying to go down there.
Yes, that's
Winnie, go up the staircase real quick. See if there's anything to help us, like more rope. We're gonna need a lot of rope.
Greg's smiling, so I don't trust it.
I'm just laughing at you guys.
I don't trust
I mean,
none.
I'm dying to go up here if you really want me to.
Me and Midnight will drag the bones. You guys go check out the basement or the ceiling or whatever. Just drag the skull
Nice.
out. Now put it back.
I summon
You
my
don't
pack
have
of
one level of
wolves.
exhaustion.
Someone
Can I
somebody
summon
help
my
us.
pack of wolves to carry bones back and forth like dogs?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Extra teeth.
You can. You summon some wolves, and they are carrying. They're like, waiting for orders on what to carry. They love bones. Which way do you want them to go, and what do you want them to do?
Winnie, did you see where the rest? Did you see any other impressions in the mausoleum for where anything else could fit? Or were you too busy trying to loot it?
No, I mean, I gave it a very careful investigation, and there were 3 ossuaries, but there was the one that looked big enough for a dragon. They all
you
looked
think-
relatively large, but one was big enough for a dragon. That's correct.
Do you think the
DM,
rest
right?
of the bones could fit?
What's my opinion on that question, DM?
Do I think
Based
the
on
rest of
what
the
I
bones
saw.
could fit in the mausoleum?
Yeah, with the skull.
It looks like it was designed to keep everything in unison. Left, right, head. This is a dragon's body, but purposefully maybe kept in separate areas so as not to have any kind of, animation mojo going on. It's more of a reverence thing. It's definitely all together, and but it's not easy to steal all the bones.
They made it hard, but they made it where you could like visibly see like, oh, this bone goes in this hole, that bone goes in that hole.
No,
It's like it's like a little baby puzzle piece.
Yeah, so
Like
what
a
the
felt
DM
box.
said is what Winnie explains about what he discovered.
Then why are you trying to put the skull in here when there's clearly a puzzle pieces to put the
They
bones back
just
in the
need to be
hole?
together. I don't know, but we were wasting so much time. We gotta act.
Okay, let's everyone who can haul booty gets these bones back to where they belong in the mausoleum. And then we're closing those stupid doors and hopefully it'll chill out.
Okay, so
Avery
Alright.
will go into wolf form and show the wolves where to move the bones from one to the other.
nice.
How many years is this going to take us, Greg?
Okay, so
I have my wolves for an hour.
with the wolves and all of you guys
Wolves and
together.
me and Groza.
How many
wait, no,
bones are there in
no.
a dragon's body?
I don't know.
Yes, that's what you need to know right now. You need to give me a number, otherwise I call insight check and bullshit on your whole scheme here, sir.
There are 837 bones in a dragon's body.
I feel like that's
Not
a
all
lot.
of them are big.
It's a very big dragon.
I googled
But
it and it says a dragon skeleton system consists of more than 500 separate bones.
Well,
So
they're
between
just not
500 and
fully ac- This is
800.
an ancient dragon, so
Okay.
Between it has a
500
lot,
very big old bones.
according to Google.
dragons.
Hopefully
Hopefully we
according
get
to
that
Google.
done within the hour. Within the hour that I have my wolves, yeah.
So what I'm hearing is I have an hour to explore this stairway.
Or you could help us and take the baby bones.
The what?
You could help us and take the tinier bones like the fingies and toesies.
I'll be right back.
He's not coming back.
Definitely coming back. Where else is he gonna go?
Get himself killed because we haven't scoped out this tower.
No, he didn't die the first time because he's a dick. Oh, I'm just gonna walk in the
He
fire
changed
and
that.
fuck with Groza. Ooh, I'm orange,
Let's start the hauling. It's gonna take a while. Now I'm gonna have a dragon screaming at me the whole time I'm doing it. Be lucky he's not screaming at you.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of confirmed I'm lucky not to have inanimate objects talk to me.
You know how little children throw tantrums?
No.
Do you, Avery?
I don't
I
have
can't-
kids.
I can't hear if Avery's saying anything.
Sorry. Avery's a wolf.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like
Doing shit. Get out of the way.
it's like
Sorry.
someone throwing a fit. Constantly, never ending. But yeah, back and forth, bones. I don't want to have to drag my character back and forth like 500 times.
No, you don't have to. As you guys transport these bones to the crypt, occasionally midnight you hear a snide remark like, "No, stop! You will fail." That kind of thing.
Every time he does that, I'll just be like, he doesn't like it. We're doing something right.
Yeah, we're doing something right.
He doesn't
Groza's
like
just
it.
dripping sweat.
So as
That's
you
great. Woo!
Dripping oil.
as you've returned all of the bones to the crypt in these
Condensation like a
trips,
Coke can.
where is Winnie?
He said he was exploring the thing while we're doing the manual
Oh,
labor.
he's left already. He's left the map. He's left the building. Okay.
When it's next week for the side adventure, Winnie, where'd he go now?
So we will
We'll
do
make
that.
it real fast.
Where are they now?
We will do that after we do this, I guess. So as the last bones go in, you hear its voice. It becomes quieter and quieter, and I'm gonna die, you stupid. And it's just it's kind of just gone now. It's silent for the first time.
I'll kind of look at Groza and be like, help me close the door.
Okay. Do I need rope for this?
Hopefully that's the last piece we have to do. Just close the door.
So, you know, some bones, and I'm pulling the door closed, are like really, really small, kind of look like rocks.
I think we got everything.
Okay, so you guys pull this door closed. And the large stone or marble slab closes in place again. And it is definitely sealed. From the top of the mausoleum, from the roof of this building,
Oh?
all of a sudden,
Thought he froze.
you hear a and you're all hit by this wave, but it's now nothing like these necrotic waves you've been dealing with. This
It's a good
feels
wave.
like sunshine.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, this beam of light shoots to the sky. It's a cloudy night. It's storming outside, and all of a sudden, the rain stops pouring. And then, not long after that, the clouds part. And the moon is very bright in the sky. There is a radiance to it as this beam of sunlight shoots up and scatters throughout the clouds that are still there. It starts to sizzle some of them away. The mists that trap you here in Barovia all sizzle with a new light. It makes like a whole valley become slightly radiant and glowing just a little bit. There's a bit of a holy dim light that's cast over everything as this cascades for miles and miles in either direction. There is no way that a living soul or an undead one here did not notice this wave of heat that entered this feeling that came through with this beam that shot up. And as that happens, you see the spirit of the dragon emerge from the light, and it flies out and it circles around and lands next to you in the graveyard here. Cricks its neck, sort of, and stands very regally with its like two large arms out in front of it, like the holy dragon it once was. And it rears up. And it looks over everything. So you did it. I see.
Told you I wouldn't give up.
I am glad you did not. I see your friends are strange choice of companions, but I thank you all. And it kind of does like a curtsy
dragon bow.
Yeah, with a big
Like
giant
a head nod.
clawed hand. But it is, as you can see it moving around, it is like wispy, and it's a spiritual entity. It is not here in form, but it is appearing to you.
Midnight, do we bow back?
Midnight will kind of do like a knightly duty type of bow and kind of like look up and say, hopefully you can rest in peace now.
I will not rest in peace until Strahd is defeated, finally, once and for all. But for the first time, I cannot hear the darkness. All I feel is hope. Thank you, Midnight, Knight of Ezra. Or are you more yet?
Only time can tell that.
Yes. time. That is something we have very little of. What do you know of the temple?
The Amber Temple?
Yes.
Not much other than a couple guesses I have.
I see. Looking over at Groza, seeing your hand, it's
I wave.
green.
I wave with the green hand.
He says, I see. Some of your companions have already been there.
Is that
Yeah.
what brings people back to life?
Some sort of life? Yes,
The temple's evil, isn't it?
very much so. It was my original guard. My duty. To protect this valley from the evils within it.
Well, I don't think everything in there is evil.
My friends said when they came back they made pacts with things. And it gave them a sort of boon or took something away. What's in there?
Any entity there is not to be trusted. They are all there for a reason. Locked away. The most evil of all the evils on the plains. Gods that are all but dead and cannot be forgotten. Defeated once, but at what cost? The temple was our way to seal them in.
Like, hypothetically speaking, what if someone were to escape? Like, how, like, that can't be that bad, right? It's just like one.
Any of the entities, the vestiges remaining in the tomb, escaping would be a dire situation for the valley and beyond.
Like Strahd dire or worse?
That is hard to imagine, but possible. Yes. And he gives you
I
a
see, I
really
see.
close look.
I said hypothetically.
What would Strahd want with the Amber Temple?
There is great power there. The magics that turned him into what he is. The gods. The first gods. Some are trapped there. Dormant. Until hapless or ambitious fools stumble upon them. Strahd was one such.
I'll kind of like take out the hilt of the blade that I had received from here that Mira took and say, do you know what this does?
Yes. I have seen this before. But it is not doing you any good without magic. Its light is gone. Perhaps.
Then how
That's
do we turn it
something I
back
can help.
on?
I was reading your mind there. Perhaps that's something I can help you with.
Yeah, a lot of us are on the same wavelength right now.
You may each ask me for one thing, and if it's possible, I will grant you this before my rest.
Rosa pulls out his longsword and holds it up to him. He's like, can you make this powerful? Like, more powerful than what it is?
Very well. And you?
Next
Wolf?
person in line.
He looks at Avaray and says, Wolf.
You read my mind.
Well, he can see your wolf-like traits about you. I don't think I meant you.
I'm still a wolf.
Oh,
She hasn't
right.
turned
Been a
back
wolf
yet.
for this entire conversation. So if he could read my mind, like if I
Well,
could
then
like,
he still says the same thing. And you, wolf.
He know. He got Big Brian. He know.
Yeah, okay, so she will back to her full Avaray self, and
Oh, I just
only the
Okay.
well,
Sorry.
well, if he can't, because I don't know, like if she like thinks it, like is he like, can he read her thoughts?
Yeah, I
like
guess that's a
that, or
weird
does he have
moment
to-
where you're not sure.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like, assume not, and I'll just convert back to But also, if my wolves are gone, then yeah, I would convert back anyway. And the only thing ever. Is it within your power to bring someone back from dead?
Perhaps, but it's not always advisable. Why do you ask?
We don't have his body with us, Avaray.
Well, I know that.
Is there nothing that troubles your soul?
I mean, besides everyone that I care about or have been responsible for have all died. That's been great. That's the really black smudge there.
Hey, we're still alive.
He turns to Groza. and
Mostly.
Yours was easier.
Sometimes you just gotta think simple.
Then he'll turn to Cassius and ask, and you, human,
Yes.
Oh no, he's still shouting.
what can I grant you for your courage on this day?
Can you give me some time? Or does it have to be right now?
I will not be here long. I must imbue this sword hilt with the energy it needs to fight the devil here. In order to do that, I will be lost, at least for a while.
Yeah, I thought about mine.
Yes.
Can you do something so that I don't lose the control over the moon
Ooh.
and attack my
Spicy.
friends anymore?
Very well.
Winnie's turn.
Wendy, you've been wandering around.
Or if he's still poof.
This place is empty, looted hundreds of times. There is nothing, not even a raisin worth salvaging in this whole building now.
If that's the case, he would have dipped pretty quick.
Yeah, because I don't think he would have been gone for like the full hour.
Hour?
However many hours it took to put the bones back.
Oh, it wasn't that long. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because it's probably been a while, because hefty.
Yeah, some of them are big, but you got a whole crew of wolves helping out. Wolves and bones, that's go hand in hand.
Name a better match.
And then, he just turns Cassius again. So? Are you muted?
Oh,
or-
he said. No, he said his computer just restarted.
Oh.
Just reboot.
Oh no, he crashed.
He's like,
I really thought he was lost in thought. I kid you
thinking
not.
hard there.
I thought that frozen image was just funk.
That is a really.
He's like, I get
thinking
one
froze.
wish.
Please.
What do I want?
Wendy, you show up.
I think he's laughing.
Oh, Wendy, you show up, and somehow, like in front of you, there's this 30, 40 foot tall. The dragon has been replaced by this spiritual thing of white mists everywhere, silver,
gods.
radiant, glowing.
When he takes a knee, like instantly.
Meet Argynvost, Winnie.
Thank you for your sacrifice on this day, little one.
It was my honor.
I did feel your presence fighting back as well. Is there anything I can give you as a boon for my thanks?
May I count you as a friend?
I would be so lucky.
Ooh. And that's it. Winnie will just bow again.
And so then the dragon. steps
Sorry, my
back.
PC restarted.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
you
Cassius
got
still
your
has to decide
message
his.
as you were thinking. Dragon steps back for a second. One.
Cassius would like something better to protect himself. So some better armor.
Okay. So when everyone has chosen their boon from him, he steps
Because
back
Midnight gets the sword.
and he breathes this dust. It looks like fairy dust almost on everyone. It's like spiritual, like snowflakes that feel warm and just rejuvenating. Cassius, you realize that your clothing has turned now to like a mithril type armor of some sort. It is glowing and radiant, and your AC has been boosted by that. Groza, your sword is now an additional +1, and Avare, you look down on your hand and you see a ring that's formed by this warmth, and the ring gives you a steadfastness in your mind. You feel suddenly like the moon and all of the wilds and everything are under your control now. The ring sort of centers your emotions and gives you advantage on any saves to revert to turning. Wenny, you're not sure what happened.
He just wanted a friend.
Midnight, as this breath hits you, you guys all notice that Midnight falls down when the breath hits her. She is prone, and you have to make a strength saving throw, Midnight.
Strength
Midnight, it wasn't that bad.
I can try.
Okay.
Solid roll. I saw it stutter on that 18. It hurt my soul.
So as you feel the sword in your hand begin to light up, just as with these spectral light, these little star flakes that are forming, and it begins to light this blade up with the sun, the light of the sun beaming out from it, and all of a sudden you feel like the armor that's sitting on your body is starting to fight back again, as if the presence of this dragon or this spell or something has disassociated something or changed something with this armor. It wants to drop the blade, and it does so, but you don't. As you feel yourself pulled out of this armor, it gets like a magnet, like ripped from you. Mist starts shooting out of you and pushes back against the armor, keeping it away as it tries to run or tries to do fight back against the mist that you are. But you are on the ground now, and so you can't really, do anything about it as this suit of armor begins to run away. It's not glowing anymore. It's not radiant like this at all. But
do mind the effects of the magical armor running away.
Exactly. Doop. 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 So this armor
goes poof.
Tries to make a jump over the fence. And Midnight is still here on the ground. In this cloud of mist and fog that's swirling around here. And then the next thing you see...
Rosa closes his eyes because now he thinks Midnight's naked.
The next thing you see... Whoops.
Oh god, she's naked and dead.
Not naked.
Is
nor am I dead.
Midnight. She is smaller than she was before. Not this hulking knight-like figure with gold, but evil-looking runes all over the surface of her. Instead, what you see standing in the place where Midnight stood is this. As a beam of light comes out from the top of her head and she floats up. Midnight, you hear a voice in your head and it asks, "Who are you?"
I'm Midnight.
Who are you?
I'm Midnight Knight of Ezra.
And with the word Ezra, you feel the power surging through you. You hear your horse, and you see your horse.
Horsey!
You look down at your friends, and you are actually floating in the air right now. You are 1,500 feet in the air.
I'm gonna die.
Your horse on the ground below you rides up, and it is in a spectral. You are in a spectral world here, sort of. It's you are in the mists. The rest of you see this whole cloud from the top come down and start to spiral down, and Midnight is being pulled up into the clouds as this beam of light that shoots from her and up and then down all the way. Her horse rides up underneath her, and it is still shrouded in shadow and blackness, and it enters the light, and it says, "Midnight. I think we're gonna like this." And you land on your horse, and it changes as well, and you are now riding a horse with a horn on its head.
Unicorn!
And Midnight has been transformed. And we will come back next week. I think we have to stop now, right?
Yeah.
To conclude this as you guys make your journey towards the Amber Temple. Congratulations.
No
I
more
told
curse.
you guys were gonna be fine.
No more curse.
No more curse. The armor is running away still, though.
That armor's
I want to kill that armor.
It totally jumped the fence and did like a pole vault. And
Rose has got one level of exhaustion. He sees it takes off and he's like, whatever. I just lugged all these bones. You guys can... Midnight, did you lose weight?
Awesome. All right, see you guys next week, guys.
See you guys next week.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, Greg, I want to get some history on Argynvost later, because I don't know a thing about him or her. Good night, y'all.